Astrology can give us the ability to be able to correlate with an astrologer and communicate with them and talk about personal challenges and circumstances that we may be experiencing, and communicate and find ways that we can strengthen our skill set and attributes, or even look at perhaps through transits, dates in our lives that we have the potential to transform in certain areas. There are certain aspects in astrology, such as certain retrogrades, that can make things more challenging. And depending on the individual and the individual's chart, looking at certain aspects can help a person to be able to know personal circumstances or times where they might find it more challenging. This can give us an ability to mentally prepare ourselves and perhaps have more of an understanding of what we may be incurring, which will allow us to be able to reflect and look at perhaps shadow sides or light sides. And from this ability to be able to reflect as an individual soul, it gives us more of an understanding of perhaps ourselves and the world around us and individuals, which allows us to become more accepting towards others. And that in itself is a healing journey that a lot of astrologers experience through their understanding of the planets and transits, to understand that we are all different and we can see it within the chart, and we all contain different energies. But while we all contain different energies and we're all different individuals, as individuals we all have the potential to evolve and grow in different ways, shapes and forms, and at different rates. So while a person may have really challenging aspects in their chart that they were born with, those challenges to the individual and the individual soul may have eased out as they've grown into adolescence, because they have just gone so hard at those challenges and really put themselves into it as a soul and learned to become a master at those energies. And we can see this sometimes in the chart through the various aspects, and that gives us a greater healing and understanding of life itself and the challenges and the suffering that we face. And we think to ourselves, well, I don't want to experience this suffering at the time or these challenges at the time, and why they might be hard for me. But then as a human being, when we start to see what we may get out of it, when we start to see how it helps us to strengthen our being and soul and what we have the potential to become and transform into, then we can start to grow internally and have more of a spiritual transformation as individuals. So that's my personal intake on astrology and how it can help us, and it can help us through healing. It can help us heal thyself, because we know thyself, and when we know thyself, we know how to heal thyself.